Everyone has probably seen Markiplier play this game in like 2013. It's called the Stanley Parable. But I think I was like homeless or something in 2013. So begin the game. End is never the end is never the end is never the end is loading never. Does that mean it's never gonna load? Because that's gonna piss me off. Because it low-key is never loading, like it's not moving. Girl, how long could it take? This game is from 2013. No sure.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Right. That's me.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Yes.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Me.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Sounds very like a very secure job.
Might have considered it soul-rending. Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Perfect. I see no issue. Let's continue.
One day, something very peculiar happened.
Okay.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions.
Damn, it took him that long?
Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation.
They rebelled.
Something was very clearly wrong.
Writer's strike.
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh. Okay, so I had like ADHD paralysis for a minute there, and now we're gonna go ahead and... Oh my god, I'm moving fast as fuck. Holy shit, I'm fast as fuck. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Well, at this fucking speed, everybody ran out the fucking office and nobody could catch him. What's T? Oh shit. I think I actually just do have to walk out of this room. There's not really anything to do in here. So, let's go. Okay, I don't know. Can I get back in? Oh my god. I left my phone. Let me back in. I left my flip phone. I left my BlackBerry. Please. My iPod Nano. Okay, whatever. I can't go in any other room.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Why'd that just turn off? What's the tea? Why does bitch got no computer? She just sharpened pencils for a living. They got a whole job available for someone just to sharpen the pencils in the office. Honestly, give that job to me. Sounds very low stakes, low skill, and that sounds perfect for me. Well, I guess I'll listen. I mean, there's not really anything else to do. Paper scattered. Someone was in a rush. Why is the screen on? Oh, do I get a achievement for saving energy and turning off all the computers?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Girl, okay. So we're shady. The fucking narrator's giving me shade. I'm still fucking trying to open everything. I don't care. What does that say? Predictions. Sales of the quarter. Okay. I don't care.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't like how he's like, am I just rebelling just to be annoying, or am I rebelling because why are you trying to tell me what to do? What's in here? Nothing. He did say to go to the left, but what if I don't want to go to the left? What if I'm gonna go to the right?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, I did.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
I'm sensing shade and sarcasm.
Drinking it all in.
I am not really obsessed with the sarcasm. That's really my gig. I don't know why he's shading me so hard.
Yes, really worth it being here in the room.
Go fuck you.
And even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
And what if I told you it was worth it? It is worth it to me.
This room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's
okay, girl.
That this is why everyone left.
He's talking fucking shit. Let's see what else he got to say. Let's stay here just a little bit longer.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
I could stand here all day. I will win the petty war. I don't give a fuck. Okay, I don't think anything's gonna happen. I've been sitting here for like 2 minutes, so.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
But there's an open door in front of me. I think this time I am gonna obey my master, the narrator. Sorry, I don't know why I used that verbiage.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
But what about over here, girl? Okay, the first run, I'll listen. I know I didn't listen to the beginning, but I think I went back on the track just now, so I think I'm fine. I'm gonna listen the first run. He didn't tell me anything right now, so. Oh, okay. That was pointless. I think, oh, that was the left door, I think. Okay, that makes sense.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive-aggressively on other coworkers. Okay. Using slides to ensure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header. And throw some bevel. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Okay. Number of slides on the slide. Okay, girl. They trying to be funny. Ooh. My God.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here.
A broom.
So he turned around and got back on track.
I feel safe here. Oh, I can crouch.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there.
Girl, can I just have some peace and quiet? Is that not enough of a justification? Or girl, like some serenity?
Really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why?
And you're standing around in my brain doing nothing.
I'm genuinely confused.
You just need to shut up. Like, you just need to stop talking.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right?
You do realize.
Walk past the broom closet. At least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Well, then why the fuck are you talking about it so much? It seems like it's a very significant part of the story.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
That's not how I fucking sound, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Get out of my head. Get it out. Who the fuck is it?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'll listen. Okay, I swear, I'll listen this run, next run. I don't know if there is going to be a next run. Depends on how long this takes, but if I die or explode or something, which seems to be something that happens a lot, then I'll disobey next time. Excuse me, can I come in? I need to shit. Let me in. Okay, whatever.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
2845.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Okay, I'll put the 5 in a second. I really want to explore why do we have 2 the same plates? Why do we have 3 the same?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
Shut up, shut up,
Trying
shut
to
up, shut
input
up.
anything on the device was useful.
Get out of my head. Why does he have like a liquor in his office? That doesn't seem very professional. And also there's a
2845.
There's a ashtray. Why are we smoking in the office? Shouldn't you be getting to work, sir? No, what else shit he gotta talk? Ooh.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and
What?
the door just opened all by itself. and Stanley
Girl.
got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
I would have got there eventually. You're impatient as fuck. Whatever. Where the hell are we? We just came in here from the office, and there's some secret laboratory factory back room. I guess we'll go in here. And I guess we'll press this giant red button. I don't think I've ever seen anything go wrong when I press a giant red button, so I think we're fine.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It
Yeah.
was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
It feels
Why did he
cold.
feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay. Oh, it's so dark in here. I thought I just fell in the void when I walked over that. So it was a little bit scary.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, so why would I go in there when there's something here that says escape? I said I would listen, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, I mean, the only fucking thing here is this stupid fucking button, so I guess I'll press that.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Oh my god, it's like Minecraft parkour and Subway Surfers gameplays all on every single screen. It's just a different type of brain rot on every single screen. Someone playing with a squishy, someone's playing with slime, someone's making food, someone's doing a 5-minute craft, someone's doing a life hack, someone is playing Subway Surfers, someone is doing Minecraft parkour. I guess the only other thing to do is to press this other big stupid fucking button.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Which
Each
one was
bore
I?
the number
I was like
of an
for
employee in the building,
something.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally
Can I fall
wandered in
off?
this place where
Okay.
freedom meant nothing.
Where am I? It was like guttural farts are coming from the chamber beneath. Oh, that's like, okay. Fired. Who's fired? I'm scared. What's this? Ooh, eject.
This mind control facility, it was too
Oh, another's
horrible
fired.
to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Well, I guess we're just gonna blindly accept that we're gonna get on this random elevator that we have no idea where it goes.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
I
It
fear
was
that happened from
unthinkable.
birth.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Well, yes.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay, what are all these buttons, though? What's this one? Let's just click everything. I want to click all the buttons! Girl, what the fuck is happening? Is there anything indicating what button I need to press? Oh, probably the big red one right here, I guess. Oh, I can't press it. Whatever. Oh, what about the number 5? Oh, is there numbers like all around the room? I think I see some. There's a 3 right there. Where's the 1? Where's the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5? Okay. 1, 2. I see 4 up there, but where's 3? Did I pass 3? 3. 4. Okay, I think there's probably just 1 more left because I see the 5 over there. So let's just go ahead and press that 5. Okay. I did nothing. What the fuck is the T then? Whatever, I'll just go in this stupid fucking room. Forget that bullshit. Mind controls idle, awaiting input.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
So our mind is being controlled. Is it already off? Because why? This is idle, waiting input. Oh wait, so does that just mean like we're in a state where we can't do anything? But then that technically means the mind control is on because you're controlling our minds to not do anything. So I guess I'll turn it off. Why are they lighting up differently? That one's turning off and then I look over here and then that one turns off. Did I do something wrong?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
What is that?
Unshackled himself from someone else's command.
Oh.
Freedom was mere moments away. How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
Oh my god, I thought I fell.
Did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but
Just
happiness.
talking too much.
Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. Whatever
This is
life
beautiful.
he lives, it will be his.
This is what freedom's about. Why are we in like RuneScape?
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Okay.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Yeah. I'm happy. Okay, well that was boring. Let's go and disobey everything now.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Don't care.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nah.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nah.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Ooh.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your
I think I'm
trust
on the
in
right
someone
foot.
else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
I want to go over there.
Someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you forgot. Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero?
What's over here?
consideration? I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it.
I don't believe
Let
it.
me prove that I'm on your side. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nah. If he knew what was good for me, he would know I'm not going to listen and he would make the blue door the right entrance. So let's do that.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Yes, please do not stop me.
You see? There's nothing here.
Oh.
I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
We can go back.
I think I put a lot of time into that because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing.
We can go back.
This is what you wanted to see.
Also, okay, why did the video option? It's like a little bit shitty quality. Oh. Did it crash? It just crashed. Well, it probably would have died anyways right there, but I'm going back in.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Don't care. Okay, well now I know that blue door bullshit basically just took me to nothing. I guess there's no point of going the wrong way because I just end up here anyways, I think. If I remember correctly.
Stanley decided to go up. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here.
I'm trying to confuse him.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
You thought...
But
Oh,
Stanley
a car.
just couldn't do it.
Let me in.
He considered the possibility of
Let me in.
facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
Let me in.
And in such a competitive
How
economy,
does this car get out of
why
here?
had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy.
I want
And
this
then
car.
Something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Girl, shut
All
up. I'm
likelihood
not
of
crazy.
thinking
You're
was
crazy.
seriously
Ooh,
ill.
soda.
He began to make other strange observations. For example, Why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
I already clocked
For
that,
matter,
thanks.
these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
Oh.
And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief.
1 2B4.
An explanation.
1 2B4.
His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up.
Oh my god, this is 1 2B4 too.
I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh my god.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much
Oh my god,
fun.
I'm in
And
fucking
Stanley
acid. I'm tripping
marveled
hard.
that why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm
No,
doing?
I've already asked that and you're pissing me off.
I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was
I'm fucking tripping.
Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was insane. This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
My heart is beating
So he closed
so
his
fast.
eyes and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
This is very spiritual.
This dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal.
He's handling this panic attack very well.
Will be fine. I am okay.
Right. In the same spot that we had left off, so seems that didn't work.
Began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
Let's just bang our head on the wall.
And everything went black.
Oh my god, this is me after greening out. This is me greening out.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings,
What the hell are we talking about? Oh my god.
Work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself.
Oh my
and then
god.
collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just
That
a
fuck-ass
few
ponytail.
brief moments, she considered the strange man. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane.
Right.
I am in control of my mind. And in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
Yes.
But then she remembered the meeting
Good
she
for
had
her.
scheduled for that day. And then she turned and ran.
Right. Well, I feel like she did the sensible thing there. Oh, maybe I should invite her, and we can go just drive by homeless shelters and, like, orphanages and just be like, go by and feel fortunate for ourselves. Maybe my life isn't so bad. Yes, let's use other people to make us feel better. Period. Okay, let's go.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was
Yeah,
it a
we don't give a
painting
fuck
or
anymore. Do you think it's empty? There's still some left, hold on. Tips for not getting fired: talk less, do unbelievably amazing work all the time, every day with no expectation of promotion or recognition. Don't get fired. Ooh, broom closet.
Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
I really just want to like leave my desk for like 40 minutes and just see what happens. I don't got time for all this. Let's go.
Stanley wondered Stanley was in such a rush
I remember
to get
it.
through the story as quickly as possible. He didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Let me through.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Girl, let me in the fucking fireplace. Open this shit. Open it. Open it. Open it. Open it.
Open the fireplace. Open the fireplace now. Open it.
And rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Oh, I just walked over the void of it all. Okay, whatever. I guess we'll go this way. Yippee!
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I'm gonna go through the escape route this time, actually.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I don't think so.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I think he's lying.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I can't really see what's down there, but I think there's a space for me to like I think I could grab onto something. Or like, I don't think it's that deep, so let's just go. Okay. So it was that deep. But good thing we're invincible, so we can just do this over. Oh. Oh.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise.
See, I didn't die.
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story.
What's that?
Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh, I'm skinny enough to fit through that. It's fine. See?
Farewell, Stanley.
Waist on thinner.
As Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
No, that's what you think. I just became so skinny you couldn't see me anymore. See? The fuck? My waist is so thin, you can't find it.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Is this heaven?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless.
Our God is an awesome God, he reigns. Okay, the girl, I'm out of here. Please let me out. Oh my God, is this fucking purgatory? I can't. Get me out of here. I think this is probably the only way out, so let's just do that. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for one more run.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors...
Yeah, whatever. We've been through this shit. We're just gonna skip to where it gets interesting again, okay?
Stanley
Bitch!
decided to go up to his boss's office.
Let me in the broom closet! Let me in the broom closet! My damn broom closet. What a shame.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Oh, he already opened it for me. Whee!
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yes, I did. You know me so well. And I'm gonna press this big old light bulb.
Now the monitors jump to life.
Let's click this.
This Mind Control Facility. It was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been
Here's my elevator.
Control all this time? Was this
my personal elevator?
His emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly.
It really is okay. We can relax.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it?
It's thinkable.
Was it even possible?
Very possible.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I wish I was deaf too. Fuck everything in here. Wait, can I press this big red button? I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna turn whatever this is on. He's talking too much. I'm turning it on.
Oh, Stanley. You didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Let me turn back.
They kept you enslaved all these years. You go and you.
I'm running. Loading mind control system. And then can I press this big red button?
But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event
and that's perfectly fine. Blow me up.
Proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it,
Oh my
Stanley?
god, what do I do?
You are the star. It's your
Big red
story
button.
now.
It did nothing.
Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind.
2.
Goes off. But
What does
what's
2 mean?
precious
1.
about me, where we're going.
2. Why does everything have a purple 2 on it? Can I press this?
You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free
So he's
endlessly
a
and
fucking
then died
psychopathic
alone.
menace. He's talking so much.
But I'm sure
He's
whatever
yapping all up in my ear.
comes
Shut the hell up, ho.
next
Well, I don't know what he wants me to do, girl.
I mean, look at you.
He's
Running
talking
from
so much, I'm
button
going
to
fucking
button,
insane.
Screen to screen.
I'm ripping my hair out.
clicking
I'm gonna go in this. I'm gonna go back in the facility.
This is not a challenge.
I'll turn it off.
You can't.
Oh my god, I can't do anything.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle.
Oh my god, please relax. I'm fucking going cross-eyed. This is shaking so much. What's on the screen?
Fade in until the moment I say happily
Goodbye,
ever
employee 4. Imagine my actual PC exploded. That would be so fun. That'd be a fun feature. Go ahead and quit out of that before insanity transfers into my real brain. It's just like a worm in my ear. It's gonna plant a seed of paranoia and anxiety and psychosis. And I have plenty in my brain to fertilize that seed. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see me play stupid shit like this live, then my Twitch is linked in the description, so probably click that if you really wanted to. But anyways, bye.